You never create anything consciously. Everything you create, everything that you ever will create is unconscious. What happens is you observe or you perceive what you've created unconscious in your conscious, and then you observe or you think you've created that. That's an illusion. Let me repeat that. You never create anything consciously. Everything that you create comes from your unconscious. It's coming from somewhere else. It's coming from another program. It's coming from another influence. Something else, someone else is driving you to create. Either you create what you want or what you don't want. When you create what you don't want, it's a faulty, corrupt program. Your subconscious has a faulty map. So, what is creating, or who is the creator, or what's doing the creating? When I manifest something, you're telling me that when something that comes in my life, I don't create it, I don't consciously create. No, you operate 96% on your unconscious. So when something comes into your life, you consciously observe it or you consciously perceive it. That gives you the illusion that you did it. Remember, your ego is very limited. It only knows from the past. So when something comes in, it perceives it and it takes responsibility as it creates it. But that's not true. It has already been created. A decision is made 5 seconds before you get the decision. Someone is in your head making a decision 5 seconds before you. What is that thing? Or what is that something? Is that your subconscious? Is it something higher? Well, I believe it is a little bit of both. The thing that makes the decision is you, but not a physical you, higher version of you, authentic self version of you. We need to learn this. Once you learn this, once you understand that you, physical you, is not creator, you're observer. Spiritual you is creator. You are connected. It's your true self. That's how you're going to change this game. That's how you're going to master this world, this matrix. That's how you're going to escape it. That's how you're going to create the life you want. You have to know who's driving the show or who's running the show. So how do you tap into this and how can you get that? Well, you have to start to get into meditation. You have to start to observe your surroundings. You have to start spending time in silence. You have to tune out the low vibrations. You have to put in check the ego. You have to self-correct the negative mind. Once you do those, you can open and have access to your authentic self. You can have access to that being or whatever you want to call it, that thing that's driving the show. Now, this is not what I'm saying. This is what neuroscience is saying. This is what experiments have shown. They've done this before. Electrodes on top of someone's head. And when someone makes a decision, 5 seconds before they make it, it's already fired off in their brain. Their brain sends 5 seconds to make a decision. 5 seconds before he even decides or she decides. That's coming from somewhere else. That's coming from outside of physical reality. That's an etheric reality. So what does it all mean? Well, I hope to enlighten you, to show you that you are more than meet the eye. You are more than what you think you are. So if you can understand this, then you'll never have to struggle anymore. You never have to force. You never have to miscreate anymore. You won't sabotage yourself anymore because now you know that there's something that's driving the show. So just tune in with that part. It's you already. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Become friends with it. Talk to yourself. Visualize more. The answers will come to you. Do things that raise your vibration. Those are the ways you're going to get into that higher version of yourself. It's always speaking to you. It can help you do whatever you want. If you want a business, change your life, find love, win money, lottery, business, whatever it is, it's all there. Because you see, that part of you creates from a different dimension or different, what we call reality. That's the true nature of reality. That hidden world or that hidden dimension is what comes into this dimension. That's where everything comes from. What you see right now all around you is just an effect. There's a cause. Cause, effect. Can't go backwards. Can't be effect and cause. So every cause comes from a higher realm. That's your true self. Now, subconscious mind. Let's talk about that now, right? Subconscious mind can create and miscreate reality. The subconscious is a computer. It's like a program. Depending on what is programmed into the subconscious, it's going to make a decision just like 5 seconds before. Because of a program. Subconscious is influenced by your authority figures, your parents, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister. All the beliefs you have aren't even yours. They're someone else. And this corrupts your authentic self. This is why we have anxiety. This is why we have struggle, because we are fighting ourselves. We're holding on to someone else's beliefs. It's not even your beliefs. This is why we create what we don't want, because we believe things that aren't even truly ours. Once you accept and you know this fact and this truth, that you are the highest version of you, then you can let go of these beliefs that don't serve you, because they're not yours. That's the thing about the subconscious. It's so powerful. It processes 1 billion bits of information per second. It never sleeps. It's connected to the spiritual, the infinite universe. But yet, it's so vulnerable because it's so easily impressed, right? Anything you tell it, it believes, especially when you were a young child. See, the thing about when you were young, you were constantly in a hypnotic state. Did you know that? Did you know from the age about 2 to what, 5, 6 years old, you're living in a hypnotic trance. You're in a hypnotic state, theta state. You had to do that because your mind had to grow so fast to process information to make sense of your world. This is where these corrupted beliefs and these corrupted programs came in. They came in from that realm or that part, and they stuck with you. And then once you got older and you got more aware and you can make decisions for yourself, you start to figure out what you want, but somehow it's not working, right? It's not going to work. It's not going to work because you know why it's not going to work? It's not going to work because if you have faulty program, it's going to corrupt your true self. So the easy way to fix that is, again, to become aware of this information and then to start to change it by choosing new beliefs. Start to access your higher self. You know, spend time alone, like I just said. Listen to yourself. Tune in. Self-correct the mind. Everything is coming from that field, right? It's coming from beyond that universe, that part that you and I can't even see. You know, the point is, the mind, the conscious mind, it's only designed for one thing. You know what your mind is really made for? Your conscious mind is really made for is a tool. You know what it's designed to do? To get you from point A to point B, to get you to just observe, to perceive, to decide, to think, to visualize. That's it, man. It wasn't really designed to figure out your life or to get you the big stuff, because it can't do it. To get you the big stuff, your dreams, you have to go somewhere else. You got to go somewhere that's capable of doing it. That's inside, that's within your true self. Again, you got to go to the cause to make the effect. So that's something that needs to be known, that you are you. You are not that thinking mind. So if you have these habits or these things that aren't going well, now you know where the program is or where the misalignment is. Isn't that subconscious mind? And we want to get there. You want to target that, right? And then you want to now connect with more with your higher self. Once you do that now, you'll never have to worry again, because you're going to be in control now. You're going to have this etheric or this infinite version, or really you guiding you, you know? So that's something that we all must learn, and something that you now know that, man, I'm powerful. I didn't know I have all this gift and this stuff in me. I didn't know it was there. Why didn't nobody teach me that? Why couldn't I discover that? Well, that's up for debate, but it's there. Now you know. So this is powerful knowledge and information that you can use. Take charge now and just change your life.